confused there for a second. I think you bit your tongue like phrase like like I bit my tongue like
I was
I was
quiet on
keeping
something?
yeah like I
Yeah.
was yeah I was like what the fuck does your nose bleeding have to do with that? You're like trying to
Good
cuss in
boy.
front of somebody? Like what do you mean? Or you were just saying like I sneezed and then it made my nose bleed and then
See
I
this
just bit
guy
my
I
fucking
fucking
tongue
hate. No.
for like something. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? What does any of this have to do with each other? It's so confusing for a second. I'm trying to put out a fucking baby cup today.
Somebody put out a baby cup.
The sippy cup.
Kitty's fucking
It's all
funny,
bitten
man.
and nasty on the fucking like straw too. I was saying. I said to Crystal, I was like, we weren't allowed to do anything baby cups or anything babies put their mouths on, basically, like that they're supposed to put their mouths on.
Yeah. Boy.
And we can sell some like brand new baby items, but nothing that they are supposed to put their mouths in. You know what I mean? Like soothers,
Nope.
sippy cups, bottles, anything like that. And so I said to her, like, are we allowed to do that all of a sudden for some fucking reason? Because like that was one thing that I was very much in agreement with on not being able to sell at all. And this is going out on the floor right now on a cart. And she was like, no, that's gross too. Especially no for that one. She was like, for now on, I'm not sure on the rules specifically on how strict they are with that anymore since COVID. But she was like, I would just say no to that one and ask for every single one that you ever see ever again because I don't think we're supposed to. I was like, yeah, I don't think we're supposed to. They tried to sell it for $3 for almost $4. But come on.
Well, why would you put it?
If you're selling something that, like, first of all, like I said, the fucking straw was all, like, it was one of those, like, soft, like, silicone kind of straws, you know what I mean? And it was all tuned to shit. And then,
Boner! Come!
like, all fucking white on the top because of how fucking worn out it was from that. It
The
was
straw?
like, yeah, a clear straw was white on the top from how fucking worn out it was from being chewed on. And God knows what's growing inside those crevices of that.
Why would they put that in there?
So, yeah, exactly. The plastic's all scratched into on the inside and outside. Stuff all stuck into it. Here you go. But, then I was like, that was why Crystal and I were both like, yeah, it's fucking gross. Why would we even fucking sell it in the first place even if we were allowed to sell it? You know? And then, so she was like, ew, it's gross. And so, like, even if we were allowed to sell them, I was like, I'm not letting you fucking sell the house.
You shouldn't
Last
be.
time I worked at this house, so I was like, what the fuck? It was like a
Get him,
big
buddy.
fucking back then. Should be like audit up and fucking. Oh.
Look at this guy, he's got something.
Say somebody from
It's not safe.
HR top upstairs had to come down with some community bucks. We've done some shopping and seen that on our fucking phone. We wouldn't have fucked that.
Yeah. But you care, bro.
So I'm Crystal like, ew, what the fuck?
Oh, easy, bro. What the hell is that shit?
Chanel had never heard that one, though. She was also like you to that one. If I was gonna sell it, too.
Yeah.
I was like, probably do less than $1 if I could, like, toss that shit and then fucking buy it back. Basically, get it for free type shit, you know what I mean?
No, just fucking throw it at him.
Yeah, like seriously, if we had
Why
to
even
fucking
do
sell
that?
it, that would be what I would do, but I wouldn't be selling it at all. Like I said, like even if we're allowed to sell it, I'm not selling that. It's fucking gross. Crystal was like, I don't know how strict they are with it right now, but this one's a no for me. Good boy, Boner. Yeah, good boy, baby. Good. He was so gentle even when he attacked me under the blanket there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't use claws at all. He just grabbed me with both of his paws. He just
It's very good, like he said, once he sees the skin.
I was like, oh fuck. Like he scared me, but he didn't get me, you know? Good boy, Boner.
Got lots
Oh
of
my gosh, yes. Oh yeah.
stuff. What's she doing?
Outside of the dirt, shit with his paws and fire and stuff.
Oh, yes. It's 3 squared.
What?
What's 3 squared? 3 times 3 times 3. So 18
I wonder what square it is.
minus 16. That's 2.
I'm trying to do that since high school.
2 squared. Should be 6.
So I wasn't I remember seeing level 2. What the numbers? Okay, so it's squared. That's what's in it. I don't remember what I did with them. I used my notes for exactly what they told me in class. I just literally follow them word for word for certain things.
Boner.
I, for the longest time, could not remember where I fucking knew this girl from, this blonde chick. I went to school with her. She's just randomly talked to me in the hallways all the time. I got like a random flashback of it after staring at her face for a little while on her fucking page. And I was like, oh my god, I never knew your name. That's why you fucking were just. I think one time she was in my cooking class and she would occasionally talk to me there, but she wasn't like in my class. We were just like we had 2 baking classes in the same running at the same time on 2 houses in the kitchen, basically. Baking class and then my cooking class, and hers was the baking class. And we would sometimes merge for certain things together when we were doing catering shit together, but for the most part, most of our stuff was like separate timing and shit and stuff, right? And so when we were together, she would like talk to me, partner up with me, whatever the fuck. But I remember she just randomly like fucking talked to me the hallway. I had no fucking clue if I actually knew her or not. The longest time, like the first like 2-3 years of high school, I was genuinely like, do I know you from somewhere? Why are you talking to me? Like, you've been talking to me like we're besties or something for like years now. What is going on here? Do I know you? And I never knew who the fuck she was until we got into that baking class together for the split shit during COVID with cohorts. And she was partnering up to me a little bit, and I knew her name Jaden, just Jaden, for a little while there, from hearing around class, only for a little while though. So I still really didn't know who the fuck she was. And then later on, we had like another quarantine, and like beyond that class, after that quarantine, I didn't know her name anymore.
Yeah.
She was still fucking talking to me, and I wasn't about to ask her, especially after all of that, after knowing her name for a little while, what the fuck her name was. So I just let her keep talking to me, and she was nice, but it was like, I don't know what you're talking about, girl. Because most of the time when she was talking to me, she would just be talking to me about like, sometimes like, especially when we were in cooking classes together, she would be talking to me about like, I think people who, because she would point to some people sometimes around like when she's mentioning certain names. Yeah. Apparently these were people in our class. I don't know who the fuck they were. Okay.
Boy, good job.
Some of these people were through her eventually, but like vaguely at least. And then like she just, I think, thought that I knew the same people that she knew in that sense at least. But even before that, she was talking to me about some people. I don't know if she thought I knew them or if they were just people in her life or what the fuck, but she would just talk to me about random ass people. I didn't know who the fuck she was talking about. Like some names, like I remember the name Matt came up, and I wondered at one point if she was referring to my Matthew that I knew, which was elementary school Matthew that I have never seen her speak to. I don't know who she is, so I don't know if she knows Matt. But Matthew Shear was like my Matt that I knew, and I had barely seen him in high school. He was in football, so I was like, bro, I don't know what the fuck you would be talking to Matt. What are you talking about? And this doesn't sound like Matt. It's like, so I don't know. Like, at one point, I remember there was something she had said about his life that I was like, I decided, like, I don't think this is my Matt. Like, this is not the Matt that I have been assuming you might be referring to. Like, this is definitely not my guy. And then I was like, oh, well, maybe sometimes, but she's really fucking whatever everything she talked about. I don't think I ever was able to, like, really give her much of a response. She was like, not really sure what to do about it all the time, except if I knew what she was talking about. As if it was my life too. Oh, you know, like, so and so. No, I don't. No. Talking about. Then sometimes she'd be like, "Oh, we all know," and I'm just like, "Who's fucking me?" Like, what do you mean? Like,
Your boy boner come.
the only people I ever saw her talk to other than me were the fucking teachers. So I was like, "Who else is we?" The only we you could be referring to.
Just a little fucking delusional, I guess.
Yeah, like genuinely, like I don't know. Like she, I could tell just looking at her, she had something that was wrong with her. I couldn't tell if it affected her. Where somehow. Like I could tell she was just like not socialized correctly, or she was like genuinely. I don't know.
She's one of those people,
She was like in between type of shit. But for someone's looking at her, I don't know.
Yeah, it's not like that. Yeah, that's what I said. My stutter cameras.
My neighbor had Down syndrome. I was talking to my mom about it. I'm like, I feel like I'm such an asshole because he freaked me the fuck out, man. I just didn't like people with like very, very obvious like mental disabilities. Like they scared the ever living shit out of me. Like no, and I was like, I think you're a bad person. Probably not. And I don't have a good reason to think you are. I never like judge myself for judging. Just stop myself from judging.
Every statement claiming where the gems are is false. The gems are in the blue box. The gems are in this box. The gems are on the table behind you. What? That's fuck. What? What kind of statements are these, man? This is fucking hilarious. Where do you think they are? Blue or
In the
white?
blue box.
Yeah? Yeah.
It's lying, but they're in there.
Nope.
What?
They're in the way. There are gems. The gems are in this box. Because this one's fake. This one's fake. Because this one said all gems. All boxes of gems.
I don't think
are
I
fake.
actually read the white one though.
Uh,
Because now that I think of it, I don't know what I thought it said.
the gems are in this box.
I just
My
like
ears all day, but I think it's ears.
that one's a lie. That one says well, that one says that all the other ones are a lie. It says that the ones in the
And that the gems are in
box
the blue
behind
box.
you, and that they're in the blue box. Yeah, so I was like, I'm just gonna get one of those two. Yeah, I just thought she looked like she had Down syndrome, bro. She always had this eye closed most of the time.
Oh, yeah.
I think she can open a little bit.
Have a rough time talking to her, unfortunately.
Yeah. See, she can open a little bit.
It's a shame.
But I just felt like an asshole because I was like, I think you're like halfway to normal at the very least. Right. So I don't want to make you feel like I'm talking about retard here. But also, like, I feel like I'm talking about retard here. Like, I felt like such a cunt. And it pissed me off because a lot of kids like that were really fucking like prone to just talking to me sometimes. I'd be like hiding out in the corner having a fucking panic attack, and I would look like I just am bitchy or something instead. And then they'd be like, oh, hello. Fuck away from me. So your initial reaction is genuinely like fucking like so fucking prejudiced. I'm such a cunt about it in my brain. I don't like it. Like it's been like that since I was a fucking kid. Like I remember like points when I was a kid where I would genuinely like myself a fucking lie when I got home because I'd go hang out with like big little kid Nicholas, and Nicholas was such a sweet boy, but he was really, really fucking autistic, and he wasn't the greatest with boundaries at first. Once you told him the first time, though, most of the time he was pretty good with. He understood the first time you told him like, no, don't do this, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, he was pretty understanding with that shit. Once he understood, he just didn't know how to assume what your boundaries were on meeting you a lot of the time or the first time kind of things. And so he was really just unprotected. I didn't fucking like that. And I hated how much that scared the shit out of me because, like I said, he was a sweet fucking boy. But I was always fucking babysitting him at the park and shit and seeing him at school and shit. And he had this little problem at school where, like, at one point kids were encouraging him to, like, kiss girls. I'd, like, hold him down and kiss them without them wanting him to, like, telling him to stop and shit. And so, yeah, that was a boundary that was crossing a lot. Yeah, and they were encouraging it, and it pissed me the fuck off. I didn't want to be around him for the longest time around that time. And like the teachers were allowing it too. They'd watch him fucking do it, holding bitches up against fences and stuff. About these girls laughing, telling him to keep holding them, and fucking I'm gonna kiss her, I'm gonna kiss her, and then kiss her, and then she'd be like freaking the fuck out, rashing against him. And sometimes other bitches would be holding these bitches down with him. Oh, kiss her, kiss her. Like it was fucking weird. Sometimes dudes would be in there too, but most of the time, a lot of the dudes that like I hung around at least, like I don't think I really personally knew most of the dudes that were jumping in there with me. I think a lot of them were like either some kids I didn't know very well, or like some of them were slightly younger or slightly older kids. Friends. But none of them were ones that were in my class and my grade stuff. Like I remember Brady even said like, yo, like what the fuck is that shit like? That's why you're over like seeing that and what were they doing? And it's like they were literally doing exactly what everybody's been saying they're doing, encouraging him to fucking kiss bitches. And the teacher eventually like asked her to do about it. All of us were like, yeah, that's enough. What's happening? People are encouraging it. The EAs are standing there watching him do it. Teachers are standing there watching him do it while you're all on duty at lunch and recess. Like, I don't know why y'all aren't saying something during the time of it happening, and now you're asking us about it. Like, it fucking matters. Like, his parents are calling. Okay. But his dad was pissed off when he found out. He told his dad, like, yeah, no, we're only pretty good at that fucking murder. So he thinks it's funny. He thinks it's a fucking joke. He thinks this is just like how people play now. Because he has all these fucking friends now hanging around him all recess, telling him to do this shit. So, well, definitely when he's fucking getting just EAs following him. Because that's nobody else, really.
I fucked it up to fucking balls. Okay. Shit that they dealt with. It's ridiculous.
So it pissed me off when people would like encourage my brother's flip outs and shit. Like they purposely piss him off sometimes and have him flip out on my like supervision because they knew like my mom would just call the cops right away if he started like flipping out severely. I had to go get my mom. I don't have a phone. I have to go get her first. So there's a little bit of period of time where you're alone with him. Do whatever the fuck you want that he can just deny, or you can just deny, and everybody can just pretend it didn't happen. So there were periods of time where I had no fucking clue what happened between him and some bitches that I was hanging out with, or that he was hanging out with, or that my mom had me babysitting or whatever. Because I had to go run down the fucking 2 blocks or a block or whatever, or across the fucking from the park to my house to go get my mom. Hey, Kylan's flipping the fuck out. Either chill at mode or call the fucking cops, please. He's bashing people's fucking heads in again. Smash some bitch's glasses in again. Some shit like that. Like, jumping.
Do something. See. It's hilarious. That's how I said.